Hey guys, welcome to Atari Series 7, and today I'm reviewing this, which is the Marvel Legends series Kingpin Build-A-Figure. And I have to say, this thing is really awesome. I was really excited for Kingpin. I've always been a huge Spider-Man and Daredevil fan, and Kingpin is just, he's played such a role in both of those characters' lives that it's so great to finally have him. And I think making him a Build-A-Figure was the smartest move, just because we always kind of get the best things with Build-A-Figures. So yeah, I'm really happy about this, and yeah, he looks pretty cool. One really great thing about Kingpin is, right off the bat, I'll mention this, and you probably already know this, but he has two heads. So he has this one head where he looks severely disappointed, and this head where he looks really angry. And yeah, I just want to show off both. I really like the angry head more, but I like the detail in his eyes. He's got some blue eyes, and he has some gray eyelashes. He has this frown. You can see some wrinkles on his forehead, and you can kind of see how his just his head is shaped. It looks really nice. He's got some ears. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And just to swap the heads really quickly, here we have this one, and I like this head a lot more. As you can see, the eyebrows kind of moved a little bit. His eyes are kind of more wide, and you kind of just see more wrinkles on his face, and like his mouth's open, and it just looks really cool. You can also see some veins on his forehead and stuff. He's really mad, like on the side of his head too. I just think that looks pretty cool, and I really love the style that they did for that, to be honest. And then we have, moving down, you can kind of see his jacket and, his suit and everything. And the jacket is really nice. This piece is removable. It comes off super easy, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So I guess if you want to take this off, maybe customize the arms or something, you could do that. He's got a black shirt and this metallic purple tie. The metallic purple tie looks really nice. I like how they did that, and I love the black shirt because you can actually see underneath his sleeves on this arm and this arm, he's actually wearing a black shirt. So I like how they keep in the kind of, just continuity of it, sort of, and I really like how they did that. That's not a detail they actually had to do, but it's one I really like. He's also got this purple hinky over here, which is really nice. I like the lapels and the buttons and the pockets. The suit looks really nice. He's got some gold buttons, free gold buttons that go around, and you can kind of see his vest, the interior of it, pretty neat. And then on the back, he's just mainly got like this jacket. It's got some creases. I like how they did the effects on those actually, and he's got some buttons on the back of his arm there, which are pretty cool. And on this side, he's got this open hand, which looks awesome, and on this side, he's got this really big fisted hand. But one thing I really like about this is he's also got his red and gold ring on it. I like how they actually did the ring. I think that looks pretty nice, to be honest. They did a really good job with that, and it's a small detail, but one that matters. I like it. I also like how they did his pants too, and they kind of like hide the joint a little bit when you're moving it around, so that's pretty neat. It's got this line that goes through, and the shoes are really detailed. I mean, like, they even went out for the shoes and got a detail on them. Like, they have really went all out for this Kingpin Build-A-Figure. You can see some dots and just how they've just sculpted it. They look like really fancy shoes. I really like that, and I like how they come down on the back too. So yeah, that's pretty great detailing on this guy between the two heads and just whatever. Like, really, really good job with him. And he also has his cane accessory. Figures don't always have two heads, but they also don't always have accessories, like a weapon or something. So this is pretty cool that they included this. I love this, and the two heads. We're getting a lot with this guy. It's mostly black. It's kind of like small, but then it kind of like gets a little bit thicker. Kind of has a point down there. Pretty cool. I love this diamond cane though at the top. It just looks really cool. It's almost a little bit translucent, and it looks really nice. Again, some more of that gold, which is nice, and it just looks really awesome. I mean, like, when he holds it, it doesn't really look like a cane or a walking stick. I guess it's like more of a pointer or something, but yeah, it just looks really cool, especially in his hand. And I love that they included the cane, or I guess pointer or walking stick. I'm not really sure what the official term for that would be, but yeah, it definitely looks really cool, and I really like that they included that. In terms of articulation, you got a 360 at the head. You can't really look up and down all that well due to how they sculpted it. You can a little bit, but it's got some problems with it, but that doesn't matter, in my opinion. He's got a 360 of the arm, swing out the shoulder. The arms swing out very well. He's got a single joint elbow, and it rotates 360. His wrists are on 360s as well, and they go up and down. Now, my torso is a little bit weird because it stays like this. I've tried straightening it up. It does not straighten. It does rotate 360, but it doesn't really straighten up. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but I don't really mind it. The legs come forwards, backwards, and outwards. There's a 360 at the top up here. There's a single jointed knee, and there's also a 360 at the knee, and the feet pivot a little bit and move up and down. So in terms of articulation, it's pretty good. Honestly, not as much as articulation as we're used to of a Build-A-Figure, but then again, at the same time, the character, like Kingpin, he doesn't really need to be super articulate, so I don't think that's a big issue, personally. And I think it's pretty cool with what he can do, and I think they did a good job with that. And here's a comparison really quickly with some other characters. Here we have him with the Tom Holland Stark Tech suit Spider-Man from Spider-Man Homecoming Wave. As you can see, Kingpin is a lot taller. And here we have him with the PS4 Spider-Man. And the PS4 Spider-Man is taller than the Tom Holland one. So, you know, he's kind of like more older and stuff, so that's why. And, you know, obviously Kingpin did play a role in that game. So it's really great to have these two characters together. And I think that's pretty cool, actually. And, yeah. And here's a comparison with the Shadowlands Daredevil. You know, it's so cool with the Daredevil figures because they've slowly kind of been building them up a little bit. Like, we got Bullseye and the Amazon Daredevil in 2017. In 2018, we got Typhoid Mary, Elektra, and the Shadowlands Daredevil. And then this year, we're getting Kingpin. Even though he's a part of Spider-Man, or the Spider-Man wave, we're still getting a lot of kind of big Daredevil things. So that's pretty cool. They're slowly building up, and I like that. Here's a here's a comparison with the Netflix Daredevil, and I think they have a good kind of setting there. Obviously, you know, Kingpin is different on the show, and yeah, so I mean, clearly they don't go that well together, but still, it's fun to have Daredevil facing off against Kingpin, so I like it, and I think it works. Lastly, here's a comparison with Thanos from the First 10 Years line. You can see Thanos is definitely the taller of the two, but Kingpin is still a really big Build-A-Figure, and I really like him. And also, lastly, I know I mentioned Thanos being the last one, but I also want to show him off with the Kree Sentry. The Kree Sentry is the second newest, or possibly the newest. I'm not sure which one of these waves were released first of the two Build-A-Figures, but yeah, definitely they look really cool together. And yeah, you can see the Kree Sentry is taller, but again, I think Kingpin looks awesome. I think it's really cool how they did him. He's probably one of my favorite Build-A-Figures that I have gotten in a while. I mean, I really like all the Build-A-Figures, but I really like Kingpin. I really like his alternative heads and his weapon. That's not something you see with a lot of the Build-A-Figures, so it's really cool to get that. I love his suit. I just really like this character. They did a really good job with it, and definitely recommend it, you know, and I'm really glad they made him a Build-A-Figure too, because sometimes, like with characters like him, they really need to be that to just get the scale and everything of it. It looks awesome. Thank you for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.